I feel like anything that would come out of my mouth right now would sound so cliche, but the thing is, whatever it was a deeply felt experience of it, which is just so different than talking about it. But that imagery of, it's funny because a couple weeks before I came here, I had a dream that I was just like dropped down into the middle of a vast ocean, and I woke up with real terror, like terror. Like, that is terrifying, to be dropped into the middle of a vast ocean. And I was hoping that it wasn't some kind of premonition about what would happen in this space. But when I was in there, that imagery of dropping down like into the water came a lot. And I really saw my life and the stories of my life and the troubles of my life as the choppiness on the surface of that. And it was just so easy just to whoosh, just let it go. But this is part of the choppy waters, you know. They're beautiful too. Like, it's beautiful on the surface too. But the feeling of like not having to add to make yourself okay, you know, like the feeling of just being able to remove it all, like, that's somehow really comforting. Because I think, like, there's a lot of there's a price that we pay in a lot of ways in the modern Western world for our freedom and the luxury of choice and all of that. And it's a great thing, but there is a price. There is a price to, like, you know, you go into the grocery store and have 20 options, just what kind of milk you're going to drink or whatever, you know, like, it's really nice to be in this. And Zoe was like, you know, like, you just talk, like, if the food's not right, if you need a fresh towel, if you, like, just, you know, let people know what you need. But it was like, it was really nice to not change the game. Just to, like, just be in the simplicity of it and feel totally okay there. It's so peaceful and comforting and sane. And it's just okay. It's just nice to feel totally okay. And it is different than I thought, because, you know, there's a lot under that umbrella of, like, the spiritual life, right? I mean, that's all things. That's, like, certainly beingness. But there's other levels to it. There are, like, perhaps, you know, guides, angelic realms, departed loved ones, like, all of these other ways to contact things unseen. And in some ways, I was thinking, like, if I removed all of the stimulus, that connecting with the subtle realms would open up some of that world to me. I was inviting that. That didn't happen. You know, but it's almost like that too is, like, somewhere up there on the surface. It may not be the choppy waves, but it's somewhere, you know, like, this space in here is even deeper than that. And I mean, I do have a sense of, like, being guided into this space in some way, like something dropped that pebble in me. that led me to take all the steps to arrive here, but I really think it wasn't about opening up some facility in me. I think it was really just about like whatever that was, the intelligence that moves through all of this knew that I needed like deep rest, that I needed to get off the train. And somehow like learn something about how to do that for myself out there. And I think I have. I think I have, and I think that's the nice thing about Adrian coming into this space too, because I don't know, my perception of presence, it wasn't even present enough, if that makes sense, because I still like don't sit with the actual feelings like physically, I think, long enough for them to spontaneously become something else. You know, I think I'm still like manipulating that journey a little bit. But this morning, for some reason, I was in more of a thinking place, and those thoughts took me to places in my life. And I just allowed that to be, but then I did sort of my own somatic therapy in those places, and it worked. It was like being with Adrian the other day. It was like, oh. And there was some discovery in that about the way I've moved through the world. And then I got to kind of just like process that physically. So I don't know how I made it this far in my life without having that skill. But I think I will take that with me for sure. What I don't know if I'll take with me is like, can I drop into this space on my own, like fully? The stillness space. I mean, the awareness, like, I think I can take the tool of the awareness, but the real stillness, you know, I don't know.